Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that seems to be working now. Alright, so just get the chat up on the stream. Hopefully we get some people on, because what I'm going to do today is stream the Half-Life 1 mod Paranoia, although I've got the standalone version of it that doesn't need Half-Life 1 installed, because I was having some like crashes with the Half-Life 1 build of it. And every time the person in the game puts the gas mask on, I'll get the Soviet PMG, actually it's just a Hungarian version, but whatever. I'll get the Hungarian version of the PMG, I'll put that on, I'll risk doing it with the old filter for it, even though I shouldn't, just so it's more Soviet tech looking. And any of the gas mask segments I'll do with this mask on. Alright, Rusty? So yeah, I'll be doing that, so let me just set the chat window up properly and get it always on top. I might play the entire game if I get enough time, if not I'll finish it off tomorrow. So let's get that there. Go to Paranoia. There we go. Right. Oh, that's very loud. Ow, my ears. Turn that down. Configuration, audio. Game music volume's off, but I don't think that's going to make a difference. Suit volume I'll put off. Right, let's put that down like that low, because it's really loud. Right, okay. So, that's that. I think this game breaks if I do it higher than 1080p, so I'm not going to do it higher than 1080p. And, yeah. Right, so we're going to play it on easy, because I can't remember if this is hard or easy, this game, so I don't want to get, like, partway through it and get stuck. So we're in Siberia. Hopefully the music doesn't get me a copyright strike. So we're in an Ivan barracks. He even has a camo PC. Should get his... Oh, is that original Flora camo? I was going to say, because this game was probably made before Digiflora was even a thing. Hello, comrade. We will try to the rosary beads later. Yeah, they've got the old Flora camo on. I am glad there are no issues, comrade, or you will have to be punished. So, Paranoia. It's Half-Life 1 mod, very good, where you fight terrorists and then zombies as some sort of Russian soldier or some shit, I can't remember, but it's quite good fun. Why you will not take your eyes off armory, good. So yeah, hopefully you get some people on. I did tell people I'd be on at 5 o'clock, but that doesn't mean, I was going to say the FPS is a bit high, but I don't think I'm getting screen tearing at the moment, so hopefully the 100 FPS doesn't cause an issue. So yeah, whenever in the game I have to put the gas mask on, I'll put the PMG on, because I should be able to do that with my glasses and, with my glasses and the headphones, so I should still be able to play the game properly. Whereas if I did it with, like, a SHUM 41 or whatever they have in the game, I wouldn't be able to do it properly. So, right, where am I meant to be going? Ah, here we go. Exit. Very stalkerish, isn't it? Because of just old commie-looking buildings. Yeah, very, very stalkery. I think this probably came out way before Stalker, actually. That looks a bit like what's his name? Fucking not Shoigu, the other one. Gerasimov! That's it. Oh, Bachanka. Guess this is medical unit. Do you have your vodka to drink, comrades? What I'm just going to do is shrink this chat window down a bit, because I need it to, I'm just going to tell people I'm live now as well. So share, can I just do a post? Where's the bloody YouTube thing gone to create a post? I think I'm going to have to click that on my copy link. Open a new tab, probably on YouTube, create post. Live now. Oh, I have to move that a second. Post. Because, yeah, other than you, Rusty, nobody's on. Now I need to move that down a bit further. Yeah, I'll do. Yeah. Ah, yes, Soviet orange first aid kits. AI2. Okay, now we need to find the warehouse. Yeah, Paranoia is a Soviet game. I mean, it's Russian, the game, not Soviet, as in, because it was made in the 1990s, I think. Because it was originally a Half-Life 1 mod. But, yeah, it's set either in... Yeah, it's Russia, isn't it? It's set in not the Soviet Union, because there's Russian flags, but yeah. You has neglected these weeds here, comrade. There are weeds in the garden. Yeah, very stalkery looking, isn't it? Cheers, Aaron. We'll have gas masks in this, because every time in the game I have to wear a gas mask, I'm going to put this on. So, yeah. There's a gas mask video tomorrow as well. Just make sure you watch it, because YouTube isn't normally telling people I'm uploading now. Take a gas mask, yes. I need to go to the basement. Alright, I might need to just save the game every now and then, because I don't know if it auto-saves. I don't know if F5 and F6 save as well, but just in case we get a crash, I don't want to have to go through like an hour of content. So I've got, yeah, the shitty Half-Life 1 flashlight that doesn't work very well. Yeah, it's GP7 on the picture.
Майор, здравствуй. Ты, наверное, за противогазом. Посмотри там на столике. Можешь забрать любой, какой тебе больше понравится.
Oh yes, look at that one. Oh.
Давай вспоминай, мы все ждем.
Right, okay, I've got gas masking in game. So.
I said we'll try and do this as authentically as possible in this stream, so... What's IG? Instagram? I've got an Instagram, but I only really use it to make sure people don't steal my content, because otherwise people pretend to be me on there to scam people. Okay, so we have gas mask on. Where are we going now? I keep the gas mask on because I'm wearing one in reality now. I don't have to take it off again so fast.
Уходишь, майор? Ладно, удачи на стрельбу.
Yes, we're going to fire the road.
Привет, майор. Ну что там?
I might just get this stream up and open on my phone just to check that I can check to see I'm in frame when I'm on webcam, because I don't want to be out of frame. I'm doing this. Yeah, it's not in frame.
Специальном положении. Стал.
Yeah, he's firing away. I assume it was one of those guys on AKs pointing, but... Yeah, he's firing range. Maybe it's an indoor firing range. Tell you what I'd get them do, for my lens safety, I'll just take the filter off, and that way I can at least put the mic closer to the voice diaphragm. So hopefully that's, might as well just keep, even if I don't have the gas mask on the whole time while I'm doing this, I might just keep the glasses and that like this, but yeah, hopefully we get some people on though. I can definitely smell that there's no filter now, because I can smell, you know, exterior smells more. But right, where is firing range?
Этот грузовик поедет сейчас довольно бесплатно. Мы ждем нашего брата.
Yes, but where is firing range, comrade? Is it this building? Hello? Hello?
Что будем делать дальше?
I'll take the gas mask off in game, but I'll still keep it on for the stream. is itching my expo a bit though, which is not good. We're in a different area now.
Майор, где тебя носит? Наши ребята уже
That's
почти
for the
все
basement,
отправляли.
okay.
Спускайся в подвал. Дежурный откроет тебе оружейную. Ты сможешь выбраться.
Oh, okay, so there's gas. What does this fight go? Oh, I take a lot of damage. Oh boy.
Хорошо. Давненько вы к нам не заходили. Третья оружейная комната открыта. Ваше оружие и боеприпасы там. Разрешите пройти?
Now I have an AK. Ho, ho, ho.
Обожаю запах оружейной смазки.
I love the smell of gun oils. My calash will shine like me. Yeah, so cool. Right. Suppose I don't have any med kits I can just use, do I? Oh, and there's a Groza as well. Nice. Oh, and Stechkin. There's a Stechkin the auto pistol. Stechkin APS, whatever it's called. Right, Jamal? Yeah, this one's the Soviet PMG. So, because I'm playing Paranoia, which has gas masks in the game and wearing one at the moment, I thought it was streaming a gas mask. You may not use the gas mask and the sniper scope at the same time. Oh, okay. I'll finish the tutorial over. No, locked in here. Yeah, I hope everyone's alright. Like I said, I just thought it'd be fun to play this in a gas mask. Seeing as there's a gas mask in the game. Do I have to put something here? Oh, there's just like PKM as well. Oh no, alarm! Alarm! Oh, it's game phone. Ready for it. That means I could game further. Right, let's try killing it and starting it again. Right, if I can get my blood cursor. Right, that's just going to be called Paranoia.exe. In process. Right, let's try that again, shall we? That's a bit annoying, but yeah. So, Paranoia EXE. Yeah, I mean, that's why I've got the inserts now for my, like I said, even though they're not the official ones, my C50, so I can actually, do that sort of thing. I'm hoping that, obviously, the microphone being here, you can hear the mask not too badly. a minute the alarm goes off again and I can just carry on with the game. There we go. Here we go. I'm injured though, which isn't good because I ran through that gap.
Дайте ваше оружие, товарищ майор.
Ah, nice. Yeah. I did see a video the other day of a Yemeni tribesman shooting a Lee Enfield, which was pretty cool. Like, he definitely knew what he was doing with that Lee Enfield. Oh, the gas has been fixed, does it? Hello, comrade. Where are we going, comrade?
Майор, какого черта ты тут околачиваешься?
Where is
Штаб,
HQ
срочно.
though? I do not know where HQ is. Yeah, so, because again, the AK's iron sights are a bit crap, aren't they? But yeah. Shoot load on target, and also because it goes up, it recoils upwards anyway. Well, it recoils up into the side of it, which is why the AKMs have that, like, shaped muzzle brake on them. To try and make them recoil roughly upwards, not like in a weird diagonal direction.
На время проведения совещания в штабе приказано усилить посты на КПП
Эй!
и выставить дополнительный караул по периметру. О ситуации
Can I have
докладывать
medkit,
каждые
please?
15
I'm very
минут.
hurt.
Точно.
I ran through a gap.
Товарищ майор, скорее проходите в конференц-зал. Совещание уже началось.
Hello, comrades.
Товарищи
Вы
офицеры,
special
меня
military
подъехали.
operation,
Сегодня
comrades.
в 5:34 по московскому времени группа боевиков атаковала блокпосты на территории оборонно-промышленного
Oh,
комплекса.
thank you very
«Удар».
much. Cheers. Really
Боевикам удалось
appreciate that.
прорваться
Thank you
и
very much.
укрепиться на территории
Let me
заводских
just give you a
помещений.
little
Сейчас
heart on
там
that.
ведутся
If I can
ожесточенные
do it
бои.
on the phone.
Внутренние
That
войска
work?
оцепили район
Nice.
и ждут помощи.
Cheers.
от
Thank you very
спецназа.
much.
Наша основная задача – ликвидировать противника и защитить
I do appreciate
гражданский
that. Thank you very
персонал.
much.
Подробные инструкции получите от командиров групп уже в пути. Удачи вам, товарищи офицеры. Господь Бог, храни спецназ.
Yeah, there's a gas mask test video on tomorrow, and I'm going to get some more filmed this week, but just keep an eye out for them, because if YouTube doesn't automatically tell you that I've got the things on, you might not notice they're up. I hope it's not crashed again, because we've got another bit like this. It might be that I have to keep just killing this game and restarting paranoia. I think it is crashed again, comrades. The Russian game is jank. Who would have been surprised? The Russian game is jank. I guess it's every time there's like a loading screen, it sometimes just dies. So I am going to have to quick save this a lot. At least it loads up pretty fast. Funnily enough, I think the Dreamcast version of this ran perfectly. Yeah, M16's a lot better than people give them credit for. Right, so we're all the way back here again. I'm just going to have to keep a quick F6ing every bit. Alright,
Дайте ваше
Oh,
оружие,
yes.
товарищ майор.
level by level, there we go. Come on. Oh, it's timed. Well, Instagram, what, just sharing things on Instagram as well. I'll try and remember to do that, but yeah, it's just remembering to do it. It is a good point. But yeah, now and again, obviously, if you're trying to say certain things, like, if you say the word Instagram, YouTube, I know, blocks it, so your comments get hidden. That's not me doing that, that's YouTube. Because again, like I said, YouTube basically doesn't let you say any other websites' names now. Yeah, which building was I going for? I know I'm going for HQ. Where is the HQ? Alright, yeah. Like I said, I do have an Instagram, but I mostly just have it to stop people pretending to be me, but I will use it to share videos every now and then if it just gets people to, know they're up. It's the same reason I do it on Twitter, because like I said, the problem is, or X, because like I said, YouTube does the thing where even if you're subscribed, it doesn't mean you actually be told I've done a video, which is the point of subscribing, but whatever. Right, get the save again.
Товарищи офицеры, у меня плохие новости. Сегодня в 5:34 по московскому времени группа боевиков атаковала блокпосты на территории оборонного комплекса «Ударник». Боевикам удалось прорваться и укрепиться на территории заводских помещений. Сейчас там ведутся ожесточенные бои. Внутренние войска оцепили район и ждут помощи от спецназа. Наша основная задача – ликвидировать противника и защитить гражданский персонал. Подробные инструкции получите от командиров групп уже в пути. Удачи вам, товарищи офицеры. Господь Бог, храни спецназ.
Alright, good, it's not crashed this time, that's good. Just make sure I'm centered again.
Парни, через 15 минут мы будем на месте. Я хочу, чтобы все прошло как обычно, гладко и без происшествий. Территория объекта оцеплена внутренними войсками. Наша основная задача – зачистить местность и ликвидировать сопротивление со стороны противника.
А что из себя представляют силы противника?
Насколько нам известно, это группа боевиков из 30-40 человек. Рано утром они прорвались через все блокпосты и сейчас укрепились на территории промышленного комплекса «Удар». Нам придется работать очень аккуратно, потому что на объекте полно гражданских лиц. Они должны быть эвакуированы под нашим прикрытием.
Да, теперь будет весело.
See if I can do that back thing up to make the mask a bit tighter. Oh darn it, I thought it was Eurodick then. Well, yeah, like I said, I'll try it. I do have a TikTok, but I haven't really uploaded to that, so I'll upload to TikTok as well. I am still injured. Why nobody give me medkit, comrades? I ran through the gas. I suppose I am Russian, I do not get a medkit.
Я открою эту дверь. Прикройте меня.
Right, I'm cutting you, comrade. Okay, comrade.
База, мы внутри. Здесь чисто. Веду наблюдение.
Yes, comrade. Let's get this down forward. Two seconds. Excuse me. Right, cheers. Thank you very much for the donation. I do really appreciate that. Thank you. Right.
Это совок. У меня все спокойно. Веду наблюдение.
Tell you what though, I'm actually going to change to the shims because it's a bit more comfortable on this mask. Problem with this mask, if you can still hear me,
Is this mask is the one that's not quite the right size for me. So there's no filter on the shims, or that might 5. I don't know. Do I have the filter handy? I don't know where I put the filter that was on the shims. Never mind.
if it still handles alright like this, then it won't be too much of a problem. Right, so yeah, that doesn't work too badly like that. The headphones keep the thing near the first diaphragm. So yeah, I'll just make sure I'm kind of still in frame. going this way?
База, это Октябрь. Здесь 2 трупа. Выживших нет.
This way, I guess. That's a dead end.
Это база. Группа А. Прочесать местность. Выполнять.
Смотри уши по сторонам.
Medical Pachanka, can I have a first aid kit, please? A little bit more.
Это база. Карась, кто там у вас? База. Это Карась. Я на месте. Это нападение.
We going this way, coming up? Oh, that's his stop. Mad at that, he's getting poked like bloody nasty again. Hang on, I'm just going to zoom the webcam out slightly. Camera controls. 78 field of view. And then in the second that should be... Is that zoomed out a bit? Yes, now if I just get that there, I'm just making sure I'm kind of centralised on it. Zoom absolutely a little bit as well. Yeah, it's a bit better, but no, I think that way I need to put it, or the other way. Yeah, I'm seeing, making sure I stay in frame. So if I go that way, I'm nearly out the frame. That way's alright. I'm not going to be leaning too much that way. So yeah, I'll be alright like this. It should work.
Альфа, привет. Обстановка критическая. Противник очень хорошо подготовлен и вооружен. Все наши бойцы мертвы. Мы не смогли задержать. Они захватили эти склады и держат оборону. Эти подонки должны...
Атакуем с этой стороны. Они не должны знать, что мы здесь. И как можно слышать. Мы ждем твоего сигнала. Выполняй.
Yeah, Kevin, playing Paranoia, which is a Half-Life 1 mod that's already crashed twice. And I'm not even playing the proper Half-Life 1 build of it, because that was crashing even more. I'm playing the standalone build of it. Oh, has it crashed again? Yeah, it's crashed again. You mentioned that it crashes, and it crashes. Wait, paranoia.exe, through the process. Restart the bloody process again. If the game keeps crashing non-stop, I'll have to play something else. But I wanted to stream Paranoia because it's quite good. It's like a very, very good Half-Life 1 total conversion mod, but seeing as I injured myself during the tutorial, and the game doesn't give you any health when you start the first mission. Like, you get injured in the tutorial, tough. Might have to turn the brightness up slightly. Configurations, video options, camera. That's better. Yeah, I did have the PMG on as well earlier, but this one's actually a bit more comfortable for doing the video in, because I can at least keep the glasses held in face on my face with the headphones using this. There's a little swimming pool. I'm just going to keep F6 in as I walk around because of how much this is crashing so far. There is Big Red. Good player.
Выстрелы. Черт, они расстреливают гражданских, майор. Скорее отвлеки их на себя. Нет времени ждать. Мы должны штурмовать прямо сейчас. Приготовиться.
Yeah, cheers. It's because I'm playing Paranoia, which has gas masks in it, and it's set in Russia. GHB. This is my special operation to murder the civilians, not yours. Rounds, that's great. I've got about 3 mags worth of ammo. Got a ladder up there. So I'm meant to be just going out here again. That's quite painful, wasn't it? Yeah. So I'm assuming I'm meant to get up that ladder. Ooh, Hughes, do you have any crocodile, comrade? So I've got a mask on that's limiting my field of view. Looking at the screen, there's a mask that's limiting my field of view. I'm back here, that's it. I'm actually going a different way. What's the way from... Oh no, there's a way there. it alright with the fires where you are at the moment, Radriff and France? How'd you get over? Plane, boat, what? I said on my fire and he blew up. Great attention to detail. You can't hear me. Everybody else can hear me, I think. Let me double check. I'm going to have to make me stop the stream now to check my mic's still working. Yep, my microphone's still working according to this. Yeah, you're on a fast train,
Октябрь, мы контролируем гаражи.
Oh, it's crashed again. It's crashed again. Right, we're not going to play Paranoia. We're going to have to play something else, unfortunately.
As much as I wanted to play Paranoia with a gas mask on, Paranoia just didn't want to let me because it kept crashing. So let's find something kind of similar to play. That's annoying. But yeah, it is Slavjank, so it's kind of what you expect. But Paranoia is good. Like I said, the Dreamcast version runs surprisingly well of that, but that isn't the Dreamcast version. Also, I'm already getting a bit of a rash on my face from that mask for some reason. That's annoying. Oh, good thing I took it off now then. But yeah, right, let's see what else we could play on Steam. That's kind of a game that you guys would find interesting. I'll just carry on with Opposing Force again, shall I? Right, I'll tell you what, I'll do Opposing Force and I'll put the M40 on for it. Assuming I can see the screen properly doing that. But I'm going to start a new game of Opposing Force and put it on easy because it's like we've said before, it has all those bits where if you take too much damage you then can't get past, like a hazard. So let's put that actually just on white light, because we're not playing Paranoia anymore. Is that orange, that colour? Yes. That's, yeah, yellowy orange. White.
Okay, Group 7, proceed to Sector 112LZ and rendezvous with Alpha Bravo Tango. Over. Copy that, HQ.
Where the hell are we anyway? Well, the pilot thought we were heading to your mother's house. So far, this all looks familiar. It is real cute, Jack. Anytime, anywhere.
wonder if this looks good in green. Oh, that's proper green. Alright, let's do this in green.
Get down!
Three, 4, 5.
Right, so we're going to put on options, we're going to put the sound effects volume down to about that. Okay. Okay, yep. Save game, you save game, and we need to just keep
3,
spamming F6
4,
as we play.
5. Oh, you've woken up.
The
Corporal
drinking keeps
Shepard,
poking
is
me in
it?
the mouth.
I've read the tag on your uniform. I'm glad to see my life-saving efforts weren't in vain. I can't say the same for him. I'm afraid you have been through a serious accident. Most of your friends didn't make it. I was hoping that you soldiers had come to rescue us, but now it seems we are all in the same situation. I think I saw a radio near the crash site where I found you. Perhaps you can go there and radio for help?
Let's first fully loosen those straps. Try and get them threading properly again, where they're sort of getting all tangled. Right, can I get the drinking tube just kind of tucked more out the way in this thing? Is there any way of manipulating this mask's drinking tube to do that? Or not? Okay, I did just get it tucked down then, but I don't know how I did it. It's almost like there is a kind of switch thing for the drinking tube, but I don't know how it works. Fucking thing. How do I get it to tuck out the way? Yeah, I did deglove it. Like, I'm going to take this out. I mean, definitely need to not lose the drinking tube for this, the proper drinking tube. It's still airtight, so I've taken the inside bit off, but that at least won't stick me in the fucking face now. Let's try that. So here we go, M40 on for opposing force. And yeah, the drinking tube being out the way makes this a hell of a lot more comfortable.
These crab creatures, have you ever seen such a magnificent species?
At least in this I have night vision goggles as opposed to a fucking flashlight that doesn't work properly because it's Half-Life 1. Sorry, started off. Out my fucking way, nerd. Hey, Poindexter, get out the way or I'll shoot your ass.
I'm going to stay Take care and wait for my call.
But yeah, like I said, that's the thing I don't like with the M40 is the fact it needs the second skin. Like, I really like the face piece design, I just don't like the fact that it's not that good a CBRN mask without the second skin, and the second skin's sort of goofy. So, but I do like the green look of it more, so like I said, I'll just, because I'm not going to be using this mask for actual proper chemical stuff, I'm just going to,
we have a better chance if we stay together.
I'm just going to keep it like this, in all honesty. So I can use my...
I've heard rumors that you troops may not actually be
Well, the Shums, yeah, Soviet masks definitely didn't have as good voice diaphragms as Western style masks. Also, the microphone can go quite close to this. It's also, as well, what helps here is because it's got a secondary voice diaphragm on that side as well, like the S10 does. But where I've not got a filter on this now as well, although it's obviously still got the one-way valve there, it does mean as well you've got a little valve where the voice can come out of there a bit when you talk. So, yeah, there's just much better audio sort of stuff with the M40. Also, the reason I'm using my headset thing as well, because I'm doing this today in the game with the masks on, but also because the desk mount, annoyingly, has decided to break, and I did it once, I put it all back together, and it broke again within like a day, so I think I need to buy a new desk mount, and again at the moment can't really afford to waste money on a new desk mount, so I'll just do a headset for the screens. Oh yeah, I have to break the mirrors or something, don't I? Last time I did this. Fixed it. Fucking crab heads coming into my neighborhood. Oh, hi G-Man. Me knife. Call that a knife? That was a wrench, but this is a knife. Slice up that crab head. Oh, this is an M9 bayonet, isn't it? Although the hole in the middle of it is way bigger than an M9 bayonet should be. Yeah. Yeah, is that the Anti-Defamation League? Crab Club Clan. Crab Club Clan. forgetting if you touch that fence it hurts you, at least on the internet it doesn't do a stupid amount of damage. Well, isn't it that thing? Yeah, they claim that was a white supremacist hand symbol. It's as bad as raising your arm like that. Put a red laser sight thing on my Deagle. Yeah, let's compare the in-game one to the real one. So yeah, you've got the voice diaphragm there. Obviously I'm not wearing a filter on it, but you could have a filter, so you've got one bit there and you would have the filter on that side. And then I've not got cool green outserts for mine. Like I said, in this they seem to be more like slightly rounded rather than triangular lenses, but it's not a bad depiction of the M40. I guess he's got his second skin on because it actually looks black, even though I think in the logo for Opposing Force on Steam it's a green M40.
Shepard, you're alive. Listen, we've been cut up pretty bad and orders are coming down to pull out. Repeat, pull out. Apparently they've got other plans for Black Mesa now. If you can make your way through
Now that said 357, so is my Deagle for some reason chambered in 357 rather than like 50 AE or whatever. I know they did make Deagles in 357, but still Desert Eagles, but it does seem a bit weird. It's probably because they reused the Colt Python ammo from regular Half-Life 1. Oh, there's the fucking barnacles on the ceiling. Fucking ladders in this thing. Oh, yep. Oh, is that ladder just for getting out if you fell down? Oh no, we are going now. Get more magnum ammo. In the bottom of a canyon. Where am I meant to be going, boss? Maybe I wasn't meant to come down here at all. You just got additional ammo for coming down here. I can't remember when I last played this. Oh, I was just meant to be going around here. Alright, well I found some more ammo by doing that, didn't I? So that was alright. Yeah, so I was just down the bottom bit there. Alright, use the shotgun for now. So this bit always reminds me, although this came first, of that bit of fear when you first meet Elmer going down the ladder. It's kind of this very similar room layout. There's gonna be fucking aliens on that thing. Yeah, fuck you. Fuck you, alien scum. Right, that's the room I have to go into, but is there anything down here? No, literally nothing, okay. Yeah, Half-Life Opposing Force. I started off playing Paranoia, but it kept crashing over and over and over. Oh, thankfully, man, even though you couldn't see me from the window there, because I wasn't standing in the place by the window. I think there's some crab heads in this room. Oh, I shot those explosives then, but I didn't. Oh, there's another crab head. Might do in the future at some point, but again, these videos never getting as many views as if I, compared to when I actually stream, what do you call it, like, you know, just do a webcam stream. Oh, never mind, let's reload that and not push that all the way into the slime. But I did do They Hunger, all the They Hunger recently. They hunger. Why do we hunger? Dun 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 Right. Once we get on top of that crate. And this is again one of those bullshit unavoidable damage bits as far as I'm aware, where you can't not take damage. Only took one hit that time, but yeah. See, that's the thing that annoys me about some of these old games, where it's like, oh, you got to this section with not enough health, well, you're fucked. Yeah. I heard you're a crabhead now, father. Should we all be crabheads too? Yeah, just that way it's a bit more comfortable on my chin. Yeah, but don't forget that's how my channel actually makes money, like all YouTube channels. Because if you're using an ad blocker on YouTube, the people in theory you're watching don't make anything from their videos. I personally just use YouTube Premium, because that way you don't get adverts and you still give money to channels you're watching. And as far as I'm aware now as well, even channels that chose not to monetize their content, YouTube places ads on them. The channels just get no cut of it. So it's kind of like if you do that, you lose properly, you know. Like there's always going to be adverts, it's just you can opt into having the adverts to get some money, or you can not get anything. Ooh, huge Mark II grenades. Oh, thanks, robot. Can I shoot them? No. I thought you could shoot all your problems in life. Yeah, shut up. How much Deagle ammo have I got? Like 14 rounds and 15 rounds. Because again, my phone where I've got the webcam set up is blocking my view of the ammo counter. I need to use this to make a bridge over to the tram. Should do it. Good thing the tram automatically knows when you're inside. Tell you what, I'm gonna... If it's alright with everyone else, as much as I've enjoyed doing this with the M40 on for a bit, I'm gonna take the M40 off just because it's making my chin really itchy. Because here's the weird thing, so silicon is meant to be, like, the reason they made the M40 out of silicon is it's meant to be one of those materials that less people get, like, irritation from on their skin. And then they made the second skin for it out of butyl, right? But the funny thing is, I actually find that silicon on these things is worse for me than butyl. So like butyl, despite being the best CBRN rubber, is actually the one that irritates my skin the least. I'm just going to turn that brightness down a bit so it's not blinding while I'm looking at the screen.
Biotech technology, or other high-tech disciplines.
Am I still in frame? It's a bit better, yeah. Not perfect, but... Alright, Siren Witch, you've missed me streaming in the gas mask, probably, which I was doing earlier. Started off playing Paranoia with the PMG and the Shums, and then that kept crashing, so I went to Opposing Force and wore the M40 for a bit, but doing that I couldn't have my glasses on, and for whatever reason it's itching my skin quite a bit, where I think my eczema, because it's playing up quite a bit at the moment, like a lot of the mask brothers are saying it off.
Do not attempt to open until the train has come to a complete halt at the station platform.
Yeah, I'm good, thanks, other than that. Got my Glock and I started blasting. Yeah, the thing is, I don't think I actually have a proper allergy to silicone or natural latex, but it's like one of those things that after a while of wearing latex gloves or like whatever, I start, you know, it starts giving me a bit of a rash, like first gets a bit itchy and then gets to a rash. But it's not like if I touch it, it happens really quickly. It's like the longer something's on, the worse it gets. But again, because I've got eczema, there's like lots of things. Because, for example, I only ever wear watch straps that are fabric or watch straps that are metal. Because if I have any of the rubber kind of watch straps, they really set the eczema off on my skin. And I think with some of the things, it's when, like, you sweat and then the sweat gets trapped between the rubber and your skin. It seems to always do it.
So, my reputation precedes me.
Yeah, but bear in mind, although I can tell YouTube kind of, do you want whatever ad frequency, it's not like I have control over that. I'm not pressing insert ad, insert ad, insert ad.
Oh, that was way too
Have you
close
seen
for
the new
comfort.
IG-88? No, I haven't. But a friend of mine...
What is that, Doc?
I don't know. I've never seen
I
that
don't
species
know.
It's okay, sir. I can take him.
No! I don't want to die!
That was a big guy. For you. But, like, one of the things I did see, again, I don't know what really shows up on my channel in terms of ads, because obviously I don't see them, and it's YouTube that puts them there. But I did see people were saying recently there's, like, way more problems with YouTube ads, where, like, YouTube just has scam stuff on ads and whatever else.
Oh, yeah, sure. We'll work better as a team.
So, yeah, like I said, apparently there's a problem that they're making longer unskippable ads as well. But like I said, I really don't know, because I have premium just because I use YouTube so much.
Cousin is the one that got me this job.
I don't want to ever have ads when I'm just doing stuff. And like everything in life, nothing is free, so, kill my buddies, you bastards! Oh shit. I'll reload the save then, because that's just a lot of There we go. Is that door open? No. Yeah, the night vision in this is so much nicer. Even though it is kind of casting a flashlight, you could use the in-game excuse that that's an IR flashlight. But it's definitely much better than the fucking Half-Life 1 flashlight, where it's only ever on the furthest wall from you that the flashlight actually shines. It doesn't shine like a beam, it shines as like the spotlight.
Come in, Cooper. Do you copy? Forget about Fred. We're abandoning the base. If you have any last bomb targets, mark them on the tactical map. Otherwise, get the hell out of there. We are pulling out and commencing airstrikes. Give us targets or get below. Shepard, you've made it. I take it you didn't find Freeman?
It's a bit of a Hitler
Forget it,
tash.
Corporal.
I
We
don't
are
think it's probably
pulling out.
meant to, it just
The
looks a bit
airstrike
like
has
one.
started. Get to the hangar while we await evac.
No, now I'm too low.
Where's Freeman? We don't have time to mess around here.
That's like a
You've
Gears
got
of
to
War
believe
size
me.
soldier
Freeman could
versus a
be
normal
anywhere.
person.
I'm not letting you go until you talk.
Well, I seem to be seriously wounded.
No, you fell on your ass, mate. I could seriously wound you if you like. Spider Shepherd, Spider Shepherd. Oh, I'm just back here again. Okay. Thought I was being clever there. So many boxes to break. How could I evacuate without breaking these boxes first? you, man. I mean, my survival odds are probably better not being on an Osprey, aren't they? But whatever. Yeah, exactly. The fact they actually look like that. Oh, and even though I meant to be saving money because it's channel related, I have ordered some really strong smelling salts again. Because like I said, with these particular ones, they've definitely lost most of their potency, even though they still can give you a bit of a kick. Yeah, so even though they can still do that, they're nowhere near as potent as they used to be. Yeah, I mean, I do lots of stuff that's very, very basic, Jamal, as in, like, a couple of fresh ingredients warmed up in various ways. But I know for a lot of people the problem is just, like, however long it takes to prepare decent food compared to the convenience of microwaving something. And it used to be a bit of an argument that, you know, what was I going to say? That, you know, you could save a lot of money with raw ingredients. So I know you still can. But even then, raw ingredients are still inflated massively in price, because again, everything just keeps getting more and more expensive. Yeah, spaghetti bolognese isn't very hard, is it? But yeah, I don't normally have noodles very much and pasta-y stuff just because it can upset my stomach. But I do like beef bolognese just on its own without the spaghetti. Yeah, this is the thing, that although basics haven't gone up as much as some of the things, even if you're trying to do everything properly, like from basics, even then it's still a lot more expensive than it used to be. Because there was somebody in the comments on one of these videos saying that I think their husband was a chef, and she was saying that even then, when he like knows how to properly do everything with the cheapest possible base ingredients in bulk, it's still way more, you know, eating into their household budget than it used to be. Again, I was sort of having this conversation with my mum the other day, because she was sort of asking me why I didn't have more savings than why I, you know, what I do have. And I was trying to explain that the thing is, it's like, you know, even though, like, yeah, I still keep savings and put money into my savings account, that money doesn't go anywhere near as far. And because the price of literally everything goes up, food, electricity, you know, any of these sort of things, subscription costs for, like, anything, you know, retail prices for anything, like, you have to be earning more and more to, like, make that money go further, if you like. Yeah. And, like, this is the point I was making, is, like, when we were doing a bit of food shopping, I was like, we didn't buy all that much, and it still came to, like, 20 odd pounds. And that was, like, Aldi basic stuff, basically. And it's like, if in Aldi you can only get this much stuff for 20 quid, it's like, just think how much, like, money we spend on food now, you know, and I haven't even had a takeaway in ages, because, you know, I just can't really afford takeaways now or whatever. But it's just like that with everything now. And it's like, I think this is the problem for older people who have been retired for a while. They don't realise just how bad, like, everything is in terms of everything just costing an arm and a leg. Because, like, when I turned 18 and I was working a minimum wage job, I was paid £6 something per hour at that point. And I think minimum wage now is around £13 an hour, isn't it? Like, before I lost my last job, I think I was paid roughly £13 something an hour. And despite the fact, like, you could say, oh, you're being paid double what you were paid before, I actually had way, way less money, even though, you know, like, in theory, the numbers coming into your bank are higher. Like, that money does not go very far. Like, in terms of, you know, just how much bollocks there is, basically, with, you know, the prices of shit and that. Because, again, it's like, my parents are gone on holiday at the moment, and they wanted me to go on holiday with them. But, like, I said I can't afford to, and they couldn't seem to get the point that I didn't want to break into my, like, actual savings to pay for a holiday. And, like, you know, I need to be careful with my money because my only real source of income is YouTube at the moment, until I actually find something I can do part-time alongside YouTube. And my mum didn't really get the whole thing of, like, oh, why can't you just have loads of money? And it's like, and then she at the same time is like, why don't you come on holiday with us? You'd really like it. And it's like, because I'm going to have to be paying like another $500 for a week's worth of hotel costs, plus food costs, you know, and whatever else. So, like, no. Yeah, the Freddo price inflation chart and whatever else. Have I gone back the way I came? Turn around in a circle. But to me it is just pretty insane, you know, how much certain things have changed. Yeah, Kevin, like, at least you... I know it's gone up, but at least you get quite cheap fuel in the US compared to here. Again, like, I could not afford to drive now. Can I put a fresh one of those in, or is that the old one? Then I'll put a fresh one in. But yeah. So yeah, like, and again, even like cigarettes, these aren't cigarettes, but like I said, people I know who smoke, and now they're wanting to put lots more taxing on vapes. They're like, basically like, I'll have to switch to these things. But yeah, it's like the fact that... Yeah, I remember when I was a kid... Yeah, that's good, Jamal. Like I said, again, it depends how you're doing it, doesn't it? You can cut the cost down. But I was like also trying, I think I said... I can't remember if I said this to my mum or not. But I was like, last year my dad really wanted to do a holiday with me, because, you know, at some point soon he'll be at the age where he can't really go on holiday. So, you know, I used a load of my money to go on a foreign holiday with him, and for 2 weeks, you know, that is in the thousands of pounds now, for when you consider food, all the costs of it and that. So it's like, yeah, the money I had in my savings account is nowhere as good as it used to be, because of, like, just how much everything costs, you know. Yeah, these are the ones now that are, because other people told me about these are the ones that are, not got tobacco in. So it's kind of like snus or whatever you call it, but these ones only have nicotine in, like nicotine salts. So you get the nicotine from them, but there's no cancer risks. I think they irritate your gum line a bit, but you don't get like gum cancer and have to keep spitting. Yeah, I think petrol in my area got to at least like, I know diesel at one point in quite a lot of places in the UK after the Iran war got to about £2 a litre. And bear in mind there's a lot of what do you call it? A lot of litres in a gallon. I think a US gallon's even bigger than like the Imperial UK gallon. Oh, I was meant to be doing that the whole time. Okay. Yeah, so, like, again, these are cheaper than vaping. I like the fact you can just discreetly have them in your mouth. Like I said, because I went from basically being almost a complete non-nicotine user again to using these quite a bit. Oh. I'm just trying to get that in a position in my mouth where it's not going to catch my tongue when I talk. Yeah, also you have to hope it doesn't get stolen as well, is the problem. Like, where I am, although I've got a bike, you couldn't take the bike to use with a lot of shops, because even if there's somewhere you can chain the bike up outside, so many people have their bikes nicked within, like, a couple of minutes of chaining them up, you know, because just the junkies basically steal the bike to get a bit of heroin money or meth money or whatever it is. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, that barely even hurts, this electrified water. Ow, 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 ow. I've lost several. Oh, just reload the save because it's hard to get out. But yeah, it's like one of those things of, yeah, but like if we consider car costs, like I said, I used to be able to afford a car with like my job and all that, afford the insurance, any car bills, and it was alright. Now I wouldn't even fucking, you know, like say I'd try and get a job where I do not need to have a car. Because of the fact that, yeah, like, if you look at road tax, all the other, I know somebody would be a smart ass and go, oh, it's actually not road tax, it's whatever else, like last time. But, you know, it's that fact that, oh look, it says Valve on the thing. Yeah, again, though, but like I'm saying, even then, even if you had the lock on it, there might be some people that would still just vandalise your shit, regardless of even if they stole it. Yeah, booby, you booby trap your bike. Where's the bloody light switch for me to turn off so I can stop this annoying electricity from zapping me? Am I meant to just be going up to there? No, because I can't get in there unless I can break that. Normally in these like puzzles there's always a light switch you can flick off. Or am I meant to just be carrying on over here? For fuck's sake. Is there a way of telling which tiles you'll drop through or not? Oh, can I walk on these metal beams? Yeah, so again, it's like more and more things that are just going to fuck over people's... There's already a bad cost of living, and yeah, they're going to do more and more stuff to like screw that cost of living over more and more. With, oh yeah, can't be doing these deliveries on a moped to get a little bit of extra money because everyone needs a gig economy job now because how bad the job market is. I assume I meant to just do a run and jump over that, yeah. That's a big fan for you. I don't think this is OSHA certified or whatever the word is. Oh, it's learner mopeds, but yeah, but like I said, it's still just more and more shit, isn't it? Where again, like, who is this actually helping? Nobody, but you know, oh, we'll do it anyway. I wonder if real heating things have just fire randomly going through them like this. I doubt it. Oh, it didn't hurt too much. Oh, hello. Oh, it's a gnome or whatever they're called. Genome, gnome. Like the giga head crab. But yeah. Because like I said, this is the thing with the job market now. When I looked in my area, and like I said, I'm going to keep looking for a job, I'm not going to give up, but it's the fact that in my area you can't even find those jobs for, you know, people with basic GCSEs, where you used to find lots of, say, retail jobs, like not particularly desirable jobs, but you know, you could find them to go into. The problem is now, like, I can't even find shit like that in my, like, 10-mile radius area. Or they're doing the thing where they're advertising what sounds like a simple job, and then when you read the description, they want however many years of experience and a qualification that isn't really related to the job. So basically, okay, you have no chance of getting it then, sort of thing. I guess I'm chasing that fire down there. Oh, hi. Yeah, penny farthing. I think that's a weirdly stupid hipster bike thing now, isn't it? Do not obstruct the flame. That sounds a good idea. Let's obstruct the flame. What can I push in front of it? That one, because it looks like a different type of texture. Yeah, there we go. Let's put it as far this side as possible. Ow! I forgot to do that. Let's load the save. Yeah, there'd be a chain reaction. Of course there would be. I'll just stand over there. But yeah, it's that thing of like, oh, we want to get people back into work. Well, there needs to be jobs to get people back into work. Oh, and also, I think we might be seeing the problem with AI, that more jobs will be replaced, you know, by AI at a rate that is faster than people can get new opportunities to do new jobs, or at a greater volume. Because we were chatting with one of my friends recently about this, who's a truck driver, and we're saying, for now, as a truck driver, you're probably alright. And he was sort of saying he thinks he's going to be alright with AI for a while. Because, like, first it will probably be, like, hub-to-hub stuff that they might be able to automate with AI. And then he does, like, tipper truck driving, where you have a lorry with the big, like, thing full of asphalt or, you know, whatever in the back, and you go to a site and tip it for work crews. But, like, again, like, so many jobs are being replaced by AIs, or companies are doing the thing where they're meant to have a certain number of staff for stuff to work well, they only hire, like, the minimum staff, so that member of staff is, like, overworked, you know, higher stress jobs. But, yeah, so it's, again, like one of those things, like I was saying, that there's going to be more and more shit, I reckon, where people are put out of work because companies replace them with AI, even if it doesn't work very well. And, you know, there's not going to be options of new jobs created to go into. Because an interesting thing that China's done, and a lot of people say this sounds stupid, but I can understand why the CCP is doing it, is that in lots of minimum wage factory jobs, they're on purposely choosing not to automate those processes, because at least that way you can have people hired to work a minimum wage job in the factory. Whereas if you automate it, you need to find new jobs for those people. And that's a problem. So China's doing the thing where they're not automating everything, because they've got a population of however many 1 point something billion.
Got to get out of here. Listen to me, Shepard. Those things, they'll kill all of us.
Oh my god. Thing with the creepy holes for a face thing. If you have that phobia of holes, you won't like that. What? Killing these things with a shotgun, you mean, or what? Or to do with automation? But yeah, like I said, it's sort of I don't think lots of this has been thought out very well with all the AI stuff, and like again with data centers, it's not so much the water I worry. Oh fuck's sake! Because you auto switch to a weapon and then you use that weapon to blow the thing up in front of you. But yeah, it's like I mean, I know the water point's a valid one, but the water is just cycled in a loop normally through those systems. But like I said, the thing is like with the electricity costs with all of this AI stuff, so unless you're... And I heard in some places in the US, there's like a bill they're trying to pass, which amazes me isn't a thing already, that the AI companies will have to pay a normal electricity bill for all the electricity they're using. Like, wait, these places didn't have to pay proper electricity costs for using like hundreds of kilowatts of electricity or whatever. So yeah, it does just boggle the mind, some of this stuff.
I don't know what's worse. You soldiers under orders to silence the facility, or these vile aliens.
That's a racist thing, mate, calling them vile aliens. They might be very pleasant aliens. How would you know if you've never talked to them? Ow. Fucking ladders in these games. A syringe. Yeah, and then if you still live near it, there's like a constant fucking droning, massive loud noise, isn't there? Coming from the data centers, and just insane amounts of light as well, was the other thing. Ow. Oh, it barely hurt me, okay. I don't want to go back that way, that's just in a loop. I do have to go that way now because I've took. Meant to be doing anything here? It's a box on break. Now I've turned the power off though. What am I doing? Am I going back up the lift shaft somewhere? Can I climb up that? Oh, okay. Oh, what the fuck? Apparently my guy can't jump properly. Let's try that again. It's probably because you're meant to like start swinging the rope or something, but it's like, oh, I've jumped off this rope. Okay, I'm gonna barely move. Yeah. Okay, so I wanna do this. Then I can no. What a Bolitarian jihad like from June. Might be interesting. But yeah, like I said, the thing is, I'm not like somebody who's actually against AI. I just think you need to do it sensibly, like lots of things. And the problem is, like, loads of these tech bros with their AI ideas are just stupid. Like, oh, it will replace all these things, and then, like, we've not thought about the next bit yet. But like I said, the current problem of the UK is just that, you know, I can't see the economy getting better until there's actual jobs for everybody again. And again, if the job market's so shit, you're gonna have a nation of people asking for welfare, not a nation of people trying to actually get into work. I'll play another 15 minutes of this, take it to about 7 PM UK time, and then I'll head off. But yeah, like I said, it's like, I'm not opposed to AI, it just has to be done sensibly. Like things like immigration and whatever else. But the problem is we have a government that, you know, for ages, not just Labour, the Tories before them, where they don't really think about how they're going to implement stuff. It's just, oh, we'll just do something. Who cares about the consequences of our actions? Come on, jump. Oh, it's one of those big squiddy things. I've barely got any ammo for that Glock now, so I need this. There's a big explosive thing there. So what I could do, I guess, is try and... Do I have to, like, satchel charges? Yeah, okay, so I can chuck that here, then detonate it while I'm over here. Did that go off? No, okay. Oh, am I meant to maybe take the box back this way then? I was thinking that explosive thing would just detonate. Yeah, again, so everybody relies on the government so much that they can't have any independence. Whereas if you had government people that understood what normal people's problems were, you'd probably have much better governments. Oh, I see, and now I can take a slidey box through this room and use it to get into the other vent. Because my guy can't do pull-ups, despite the fact he's meant to be a marine or whatever. Oh no, doing a pull-up into a vent is too hard. I don't have the upper arm strength to do it. I need a little box. Also, I can't move the filing cabinets or anything else. This is the one box that will fit the job. Crabhead. I didn't realise there was an electric thing then. I thought he was getting tongued by some alien tentacle. You know, like it was eating his arse out or something. Oh my god! Just playing the game, and we were chatting about AI and things like that. So when you were on about the waste of water or whatever, we were on about data centres and not enough jobs existing for certain things, and if I post what, I might lose my benefit. What, that the government doesn't have an idea how normal people live. But yeah.
Ah, it's good when all the fighting.
But yeah, if you get that the government gets people that have to rely on them, yeah. You have to vote for our party or we'll cut your benefits.
I never suspected such things could be. I predicted all of this, you know. All of it.
Oh, did you? Well, you should have invested in the stock market then, dickhead. Well, again, like I said, the thing is, they're not really a waste of water in a sense, unless you're critically low on water anyway. Because of the fact they do just cycle water through them. It's not like that water then becomes unusable for anything else. It's more just a cooling loop type thing. But, it's more of a problem if you don't have enough surplus electricity on the grid. It's stupid. They should be paying full electricity costs and, you know, loads of stuff like that. Oh, I have to get my box again. This is like the original fucking companion cube. Yeah, and again, like when we were on about the cost of living earlier, yeah, good luck buying a new computer now as a normal person with any decent specs on it, because of how expensive everything's gotten with, I can push that down there, okay. Oh, am I meant to, oh, I'm just meant to be using the electricity thing as a rope, okay.
It appears the containment system is completely failed.
Again, like I was saying, it's like where people are like, oh, why don't you have more savings? Like, you know, that boomery thing. Well, because, yeah, how, if you're trying to buy anything now, you're not going to have any savings. Like, again, I don't know anybody really at the moment who has a decent savings account. Nearly everyone I know lives paycheck to paycheck. You know, some people might be able to put away a bit more than others, but the whole thing is you can't really save money very well in current climate. Because like I said, I've done the thing where I've cut my bills down as much as possible, you know, and I have to be very, very careful with my money. And again, if I was earning more, yeah, I'd have a bit more disposable income, but I wouldn't have very much disposable income, considering what stuff costs. And it's like, again, where I was saying, like, trying to sell stuff on eBay, it's like, yeah, I can put stuff up for listings, but I'm not going to give the stuff away for free. And I even then have the problem that, you know, even when you lower it as much as you can physically lower it, well, yeah, like I said earlier, I have had to buy more smelling salts earlier. Use radio. Are you on about in the game? Oh, yeah. I wasn't even really stuck yet, I was just chatting, but okay.
We've been left behind as well. We're onto your position now. Stand back from the maintenance door.
So I have bought some more smelling salts, but like I said, it's one of those things that I wish more people would give me money on Patreon or whatever to help pay for them, but,
Looks like somebody really screwed up, Corporal. Seems the brass bit off more than they could chew.
Yeah, well, forget about Freeman. We've got to save our own asses.
You with us, Corporal? Government cover-ups were not in my job description.
yeah, and again, this is the thing here, you hear the boomers like, oh, why don't you own a house? Everybody in my, you know, everybody I know owns a house. It's like, yeah, because you got the houses when, like, a mortgage was, like, the entire cost of a house is a couple of years of wages. So you could work a minimum wage job, get a mortgage easy, and pay the house off within a couple of years to like 10 years or whatever. Like I said, that's why I'm really fucking lucky that my dad, like I said, despite being a boomer, is actually like, you know, a boomer that is aware of what things cost. Unlike, like I said, so many boomers that are just like, oh, young people these days are lazy, they should pull themselves up by their bootstraps.
Roger that.
Like I said, it seems the whole world over there's the same problems of unaffordable housing, you know, jobs don't pay a wage that is actually good enough to, you know, support you for a lot of things.
Recon team, check in.
And it's like even one of my friends that's in work was saying to me, like, you know, even if he's doing 40 plus hours a week in his job, he couldn't afford to move out from, like, living with his mum and his family, because, you know, just how much the fucking, like, rental costs are in his area. So he'd need to, you know, in theory be working an amount of hours you're not even allowed to work because of, you know, like laws on how long you're allowed to work per day and everything to afford, you know, rent with food and everything else. So it's like, yeah, it's just unobtainium. Yet somehow boomers don't get that. Oh, it's because you buy your avocado toast or whatever. And it's like, no, for a lot of people, it's the option is you live with your parents or a family member or like loads of people to a house where you can split the rent or you just can't afford to. And again, and then with everything else being higher, it's not like you can start saving up to buy a house or the mortgage deposit or whatever. So yeah, it's fucking fucked, mate. Big time is the answer. And then the boomers are making sure their kids can't get the housing because they're blowing all their money on slot machines or whatever else. Yeah, well, if it's like Kevin over here, it will be to afford to rent, you need a surprisingly good job or live in a shit part of the country, or at least, you know, a cheaper part of the country. Because in how I know it in the UK is like a saying that where my friend lives, on a regular job, you cannot afford to rent. Like, if he had a girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever, I don't want to discriminate, but you know what I mean? Like, somebody that you could have 2 adults to 1 room kind of thing, in that sort of thing, maybe you could just about afford rent and like grocery bills then, but you wouldn't be saving anything. So this is the thing. Like I was saying, all of my friends, like the ones that are renting, you know, don't have to live paycheck to paycheck. You know, they have to use the cheapest food possible, you know, and all that. And like, good on them for renting, but you know, it's that kind of thing. But it's, you know, it's just fucked. It's fucking fucked, mate, big time. Like I said, I don't know, is there anywhere in the US, and I'm not saying I'm going to move to the US, I'm just sort of saying it as out of interest. Is there like any states in the US where the cost of living is cheap enough that you'd be able to work a minimum wage job? I imagine those states would also then have a lower minimum wage, where, you know, you would be able to do a 40-hour work week and be able to rent a decent place, put savings away. Ohio? I don't know what you mean by in the wrong time. But if you're on about live streams are always a few seconds, like 15 seconds behind. That's like, a lot of places do that so they can cut your stream if something happens. Using AI or whatever. But I don't think there should be lag on my end. Yeah, so yeah, exactly. You have the problem that if you live in those areas, you don't have then access to certain services or whatever. So again, if you had a work from home job, it might work in those areas. But yeah, you wouldn't be able to get a job that would keep you in those areas. Again, it's like the area I'm in. The problem is, I'm just seeing if I can get those guys to follow me. The problem is, like in the area I'm in, like again, nobody my age, if you live here, can actually afford to, like, you know, it's one of those areas that's unaffordable for the people of my generation in the area. Because it's like, yeah. Oh, he's not going to move, okay. Just because, like I was saying, it's like that kind of fucked up thing of, you know, the house prices in the area and all the kind of inflation on everything has moved on so much from, you know, like the wages you're paid in that area. So everybody I know that isn't, you know, is like me, they're either living with their parents, you try and find a job in the area, but that job's not going to cover costs as much, other than, like, you know. Or you have to move into an area of the country. So again, you have like lots of those areas where people, you know, like all the boomers generations, they lived close to their parents and everything, because, oh, I can just, you know, when I had my job, I could afford a house in this area and all that. Now the housing is just unaffordable in the areas. And, you know, all the other utility things are affordable in the areas. And then those same people are probably like, oh, why don't my kids stay near me anymore? Or whatever. Wow, it's because you fucked the housing market. And again, one of my friends, when I was talking to the other day, was doing the fucking NIMBY thing of like, oh, they're going to build some houses in my area, and I don't like that. It's like, so you're complaining housing is too expensive, but then you're also opposed to them building more houses in your area. And he was going, wow, I wouldn't, you know, object to houses in other areas. And I was like, well, this is the entire problem, isn't it? Because everybody has that attitude of, oh, they can build houses elsewhere, but not near me. And he was making the argument that was valid that, yeah, if they build houses, they need to expand certain utilities to meet the housing needs. I know that's valid, but the problem is that we've been in this fucking situation in the UK, because every time anywhere somebody tries to build houses, people in the area keep objecting, oh, not near me then. Okay, so we're never going to get the housing, you know, the population keeps going up faster than the housing, therefore rent and everything can keep going up more than people can afford. You know, it's just one of those lose-lose situations for everyone. Where am I meant to be going? I assume I can't jump onto that. Oh, I can. I assume I have to get to a low enough height that I can swing safely through the oh, never mind. To be honest, I've been on for, about the time I said I was going to be on, so this is a good place to end the stream. Might be meant to be going a different direction. But, oh, no, don't eat my face. Whatever. Anyway, yeah, I'll quit this now. Anyway, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. I'll definitely do a stream tomorrow. I don't know, Kevin. I said to my friend that's the worst possible scenario, that they do that. And again, like I said, it's making the whole situation even worse when you have the situation of, it's actually a brown M40 he has on there. Like a brown leather-looking M40. That's very strange. It looks less accurate in the picture than it does in game. But yeah, like I was saying, it's one of those weird things, like, well, yeah, bad things, sorry, getting confused with the picture, weird things. But yeah, it's the thing that, with all the problems we've got already, the migrant problem just makes it however many times worse. Because you're then having the problem of people that aren't contributing and the net tax drain being housed before anybody else. And then, yeah, everything just gets worse and worse and worse and worse. Yeah, so, like I said, the entire situation is pretty fucked. I'm not a smart person that can tell you how to fix things. I can say things like, yeah, you stop the illegal immigrants coming in and leeching off the system. That would certainly stop the bleeding or slow the bleeding down, but I wouldn't know how you'd recover the UK at this point, because, you know, there is so many things in the UK and other countries that are going backwards in so many ways. Again, I think the first fundamental thing is you need jobs for people that pay a wage that can support them. Because if you do that, people are happy to work, because they're in a situation where they're working, but at least they know they're getting enough money to, you know, pay off bills and whatever else. But, yeah, see you all if we're off, but yeah. Like I said, we can have a proper rant on a webcam style stream about this sort of thing, but yeah. Anyway, have a good one, everyone, and I'll catch you tomorrow for a stream. Do not forget that at midnight UK time tonight, I've set it as a premiere, a gas mask test video goes on. So I want people to watch that and like it and share it and whatever, rather than going, why didn't you make a gas mask video? You said you're doing it, because there is one going on. But, you know, people actually have to watch the videos. I know YouTube won't probably tell you that I've got the video going on, but I do. So I'll try and remember tomorrow to share it on a few other platforms. But yeah, YouTube won't share it. But anyway, bye-bye everyone, I'll head off.